Get it right at it.
It's a little under, but
Good.
Okay.
how hard is it to get lead poisoning?
Pencil.
Pencils don't use lead
Yeah, they use
anymore, do they?
graphite.
If
Yeah.
you get shot, will
Graphite
you
is
get lead
carbon.
poisoning?
If it stays in your body. All right. So you had this at 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did it even move?
Yeah, it did. It is 11, almost 11 and a half, maybe 11.4. Now, was it right on the 10 or was it a little bit below?
Oh, I was
Pretty
just kidding.
sure.
It was like straight up on the
Right on. Okay, so we'll go with 11.4.
Should use more light.
You used plenty, I promise. Okay, so it's 11.4 minus 10 is 0.4. So your lead was 1.4, your zinc was 1, and your aluminum was 4.2. Okay. Now we're on to step number 3. Step 3 says clean and dry a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder, which is the little graduated cylinder over there. Weigh the graduated cylinder accurately in computer's average weight. So go ahead and put the cylinder. Yep.
Is that under? Does it even really matter?
Yes, it matters. It's a little under. Just a little. Wrong way. If it's under, don't you need to move it to the left?
I guess you're right. Shelby, thank you for laughing.
At least she's not laughing really loud, like a cackle or something that would just burn up somebody's computer speakers when they watch the video.
Alright, so is that off?
No, I think that's good.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, that's good. So 27 point...
3, 2.
Is it in between?
No, dude, it's like right on.
Oh yeah.
It's right on the 2, so 27.2. So that's your answer for number 3. The average, or the mass of the
Why do
cylinder.
we weigh it 3 times?
The curriculum was originally designed for another scale where moving where the thing is on the scale will actually change the reading you get. So you were supposed to, on that scale, put it in one spot and weigh it, and then pick it up, reset it, put it on another spot and weigh it, and take the average of the 3.
That's retarded.
I agree. This is much better. As long as you get it somewhere remotely close to the middle and not like all the way over on the edge, it'll balance just fine.
But it's about the...
Well, that's all the way over on the edge, so it should be a little bit high. Okay, so step 4. Your teacher will provide you with a sample of tert butyl alcohol. So here, somebody hold this. Here, Shelby, you get to hold it.
Don't point that at me.
Let me see the alcohol. Dude,
I will sue you.
If,
point it at him all you want to.
It's got a bunch of crap in it. Smells terrible.
Yes, it does. It's just bubbles. Okay, and I read that as 4.2 milliliters. So, step 4 says read the volume of this sample carefully and record it below. So, 4.2 milliliters.
So do I have to reweigh this?
Yes. The next step says weigh the graduated cylinder containing the liquid sample and compute its average weight and record the weight below.
I do not have steady hands.
And then we're going to subtract again.
Dude, so that right there, that's 20. What the
Well, you were at
no.
27, so.
Is that good?
Can you move it left just a little bit? It's close.
Way too much. There we go.
Okay. So 30.3. 30.3 is your answer for number 5. And then step 6 says subtract the weight of the graduated cylinder from the weight obtained in step 5 to obtain the weight of the liquid of the liquid sample and record that below. So 30.3 minus what you got on step number 4 or 3, whichever. Step is that? 3. 30.3 minus 27.2. Somebody else do that in their head. 28.1, really?
Really?
You sure?
Really?
30.3 minus 27.3.1. There you go.
Whoa.
Okay, that's better. 3.1.
Hold on. What was I subtracting again?
Number 5 minus number 3. Yeah.
Like
I subtracted
28.
it from number 4.
Yeah, not number 4, number 3. Okay. Number 7 says transfer your sample of terpene alcohol to a clean, dry test tube. You have one right over there in the test tube rack, right in front of you. Pop the lid off, pour it in.
Makes me feel scientific.
Really?
Yes, Shelby.
You want to feel scientific? You should be wearing your goggles. So.
And a lab coat.
Oh, yeah, and a lab coat. Yeah, so just pour it in.
Just pour it in. Without the attitude, please.
Good. And go ahead and plug it and stick it back in the test tube rack.
Do we get to put on that little thing, like in the Incredible Hulk, that
That
shakes
spinning
it up?
circle.
Dude, that's gnarly.
The centrifuge? No. No, I don't have a centrifuge. I don't even know if it's not a centrifuge. And hers might be the class where you use it. Okay. So we're realistically done with the chemicals part of it. Can you go ahead and pour the lead back into the container? The beaker. But we can move on and do steps 8 and 9 and 10 really quickly. So, step 8. In order to utilize the data you've gathered in a productive way, we need to operate with your data as well as the data from other students in the class. Fortunately, we have one group, so that's not going to be hard. So, what we need to do is reorganize the data so that instead of it being spread out over 3 pages, it's all in one spot. Okay? So your grams, your masses for lead, zinc, and aluminum are in question number 1. You need to copy those answers over so they're all...
Why didn't someone just read them off and everyone else writes them?
That's not a bad idea. Somebody want to read them off? Anybody? It was your idea, Jared, so I guess you get to do it.
Alright, lead is 17.8, zinc is 5.55, and aluminum is 11.15.
And you have the mass for terpbutyl alcohol up above in step number 6. So 17.8, 5.55, 11.15, and a 3.1. Now we need to do the same thing with the volume, which you have in D on the previous page and 4. Okay, so here, we'll read those off to you as well. Lead was 1.4, zinc is 1, aluminum is 4.2, and terpbutyl alcohol is 4.2. So, again, lead was 1.4, zinc was 1, aluminum was 4.2, and terpbutyl alcohol was 4.2. So now the next step is to fill in the third column, which is grams per milliliter. So, what do you think we need to do to fill in the grams per milliliter column?
Divide the milliliters by grams.
divide milliliters into grams. So grams divided by milliliters for each one of those. So I guess since we've played Pass the Calculator until DJ has it, DJ gets to do the division.
No
What
pass
if I
bags.
pass it
Huh? Too bad. You've got it. I called your name already.
You took too long.
on? Is it already on here?
Yeah, you just start typing. So 17.8 divided by 1.4.
Divided by 1.4?
Mm-hmm.
1.27.
Okay, 1 point. No, that's not right. Hold on, let me see. I bet it's in scientific.
It is. There's some way wrong.
Yeah, so it's 12.7. 12.7 for lead. And then the zinc is 5.55 divided by 1. What do you think that's going to be?
4.
It's divided by 1, so 5.55. Very good try. Aluminum is 11.15 divided by 4.2. So that's... Whoa, that didn't work. Let's try that again. 11.15 divided by 4.2. Much better. 2.65. Okay, and the tert butyl alcohol is 3.1 divided by 4.2, and that is 0.738.
What was lead again?
Lead is 12.1. Is it a 1 or a 7? 7? 12.7. Zinc was 5.5, aluminum was 2.65, and tert butyl alcohol is 0.738. Okay, now in this class, we're going to skip number 9, but if you're in another class watching the video, you need to get the class data from everybody in the class. We have one set of it, so we're not going to do it. Okay, but if you look at what you're doing on step number 9, all you're doing is copying answers from each group. If this were a bigger class, we'd write them on the board so that we could copy them down. Same thing on number 10, is just copying down the class answers.
Are we done?
Okay, so that is it for the lab. We are done.